it's really dangerous for law enforcement as a whole. Because when you claim that the FBI agents who were at Mar-a-Lago were planting evidence, you're not attacking the leadership of the FBI or the DOJ. You're directly attacking the hardworking folks out there doing the physical work of executing that warrant, searching and seizing documents and other evidence. The leadership can't plant evidence on their own. And make no mistake, it does impact people's faith in state and local police as well, when the former president of the United States says the FBI is conspiring to fabricate evidence. What it really is an effort to demoralize and impugn law enforcement. There's almost nothing more offensive to law enforcement officials than to allege that they've planted evidence, that they're so corrupt that they're willing to engage in overtly illegal acts, all in an effort of propping up some conspiracy to send an innocent person to prison. Joining me now is former FBI special agent and former assistant U.S. attorney Todd Foster. Todd, thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it. All right, so how detrimental do you think this notion of suggesting that FBI agents are planting evidence is?
Well, I think it's terrible. I think it undermines the credibility of everybody in law enforcement. And to suggest that somebody planted evidence as part of a search team suggests that every one of those people is guilty of a criminal conspiracy, which is incredible to me to believe.
And, you know, we saw a lot of this happening from the far left, right, during the Black Lives Matter and the defund the police movements. Are you surprised that the right now are the ones sort of amplifying this sort of attack law enforcement meme?
Well, it's part of an agenda, and it's not focusing on evidence. Like, what evidence was planted? What evidence is there that any evidence was planted? And if so, what is that evidence? And let's take a look at it, and let's figure out if, in fact, it is something that we could trace the pedigree, or we can't. So just to throw rocks at law enforcement and say, you guys are all bad, you plant evidence, there's no substance at all, to my mind, to that allegation.
And it trickles down, right? It trickles down to local and state police.
Well, it trickles down and it trickles across because people won't want to be investigators, don't want to be policemen, don't want to be FBI agents if you're subject to being impugned like this and people have these negative attitudes about you because they throw these allegations around without substance.
Yep. Todd Foster, thank you very much for coming on the program. Really appreciate it. This is important. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.